Have you ever heard of a gun that could change its own design in the middle of action, almost as if it had a mind of its own? Well, buckle up, because today we will explore a firearm so advanced, so revolutionary, it redefined the concept of adaptability in weaponry. This is the story of the self-configuring firearm, a gun that could transform its mechanics on the fly to suit its user's needs. Let's set the stage. Imagine you're in the thick of battle. You run out of bullets, but instead of fumbling to switch to another weapon or reload, your firearm morphs itself into a completely different configuration that accommodates available ammunition or even shifts to operate in melee combat. That's exactly the principle behind the self-configuring firearm. This might sound like science fiction, but it's based on an actual prototype. The story begins with a groundbreaking concept developed by engineers who wanted to create a firearm that adapted to its environment, its user, and the challenges it encountered. The idea was inspired by modular weapon systems like the M4 carbine, where parts can be swapped to suit different mission needs. However, this invention took modularity to a whole new level. The prototype weapon wasn't just modular, it was actively dynamic. This means that instead of requiring manual disassembly and reconfiguration, the gun itself could rearrange its internal components. How? Through a clever integration of smart materials and microelectronics. Smart materials refer to substances capable of changing their properties, like shape, size, or rigidity, in response to electrical or thermal stimuli. Imagine a weapon frame that could expand, shrink, or even bend to form new components seamlessly. The internal electronics acted as the brain of this weapon, making decisions based on input from sensors on the gun. These sensors monitored everything from available ammunition types to environmental conditions and user input. For example, if the user was in an environment with limited visibility, the weapon might adapt to include better optics or switch firing modes suitable for close-quarters combat. The truly innovative part was that this change happened in real time, with no need for user intervention other than activating the adaptive mode. You might wonder, did this revolutionary firearm ever come into mass production? The answer, for now, is no. While the prototype was a technical marvel, certain limitations kept it from becoming a standard-issue weapon. One of the main challenges was the complexity of the system, which made it difficult to maintain in rugged or prolonged battlefield conditions. Imagine trying to debug a microelectronic issue in the middle of a war zone. Moreover, the cost of manufacturing such firearms was astronomical. Standard weapons like the AK-47 or M16 are mass-produced at a fraction of the price, making them more practical for widespread military use. And then there were the ethical implications. A gun capable of changing its properties raised philosophical questions about control, accountability, and the potential risks of misuse. But let's not dismiss the impact this prototype has had on the world of firearms innovation. The self-configuring firearm served as a proof of concept for what is achievable when artificial intelligence and smart materials are applied to weaponry. Today, elements of this groundbreaking technology are being explored in other areas, like wearable tech, drones, and adaptive exoskeletons for soldiers. In fact, some modern firearms now include components partially inspired by this prototype, such as AI-assisted targeting systems and advanced modular designs. So, what does this mean for the future? We're already seeing rapid advancements in the field of military technology. Think about it. Fully autonomous drones and combat robots are no longer just ideas on paper. They're operational. Will we see a day when all firearms come equipped with adaptive capabilities? Perhaps. The challenges are many, but the possibilities are equally boundless. The self-configuring firearm serves as a reminder that the frontier of technology is constantly shifting. What seems impossible today could be a reality tomorrow. Who knows? In a few decades, we might look back on this innovation as the infancy of a new generation of weaponry. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the visionaries who push the boundaries of what's possible. They remind us that innovation is not just about making things better. It's about reimagining what those things could be. From bolts and barrels to chips and smart materials, the story of the self-configuring firearm is a chapter that dares us to look beyond the ordinary and imagine the extraordinary. Well, now you know about one of the most incredible innovations in firearms history, a weapon that could adapt itself in a heartbeat. This is a testament to human ingenuity, but also a cautionary tale about the complexity, costs, and challenges of pushing technology to its limits. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Firearms. Keep an eye out for the next chapter, where we'll uncover another mind-blowing aspect of firearm technology. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and most importantly, always question what you think you know about the world around you. See you next time.